The Glass House. Part 1. Glass. My name is Jeremy Cole. I'm 17 years old. I'll be 18 in 3 weeks, and if a jury decides I deserve to die, I won't see that birthday. I've been sitting in this courtroom on McAllister Street for 5 days now. It smells of furniture polish, old papers, and someone else's fear. My fear smells different. It smells like metal, because I've been tasting it in my mouth since the night it all happened. Judge Morrison, a woman with a face carved from a piece of old oak, looks at me over her glasses. There's no hatred in her gaze. No sympathy. Only professional curiosity, like a biologist examining a rare beetle. Mr. Cole, she says, are you ready to testify? I nod. The lawyer touches my shoulder, a warning, a reassurance. I don't know. His name is David Young. He's 32, a Stanford graduate, and, it seems, the only person in this room who believes I can be saved. The defendant will testify, he tells the judge. But before that, I want to make a motion. The prosecutor, Linda Velasquez, a woman with perfect posture and shark-like eyes, instantly tenses. What motion, Mr. Young? I request that my client be allowed to make an opening statement before the examination begins. Informal. In the first person. So the jury understands who they're dealing with. Velasquez jumps to his feet. Objection. That's a violation of procedure. The defendant will testify under cross-examination, like everyone else. The judge raises an eyebrow. Mr. Young, do you have any precedents? Yes, Your Honor. State versus Blackwood, 2019. The judge allowed the juvenile defendant to address the jury before questioning, given the complexity of the case and the defendant's age. Morrison looks at his papers, then at me, then at the jury, the 12 people who will decide whether I die or rot in prison for the rest of my days. I have permission, she says, but briefly. 5 minutes. I stand up. I walk to the witness stand, but don't stop there. I approach the jury. The guards tense, but the judge motions for them to remain seated. I look at the jurors, at each one in turn. My name is Jeremy, I say. My voice is even, calm. I've rehearsed this 100 times in front of the mirror in my cell. In 3 weeks, I'll be 18. I killed a man. The woman in the front row, a teacher, I later learned, shudders. I won't tell you I'm innocent. That would be a lie. I'll tell you only the truth. The whole truth. But the truth you'll hear won't be like what the witnesses told you. It won't be like what the police reports say. Because the truth is always more complicated. I pause. The courtroom is silent. Even attorney Velasquez freezes. I killed Roger Hale 3 months ago, in his Ocean Beach home. I stabbed him 17 times. I waited 2 years for this moment. And if I had a second chance, I'd do it again. But not because I'm a monster, but because he deserved to die. Velasquez rises. Your Honor, this is provocation. The judge bangs his gavel. Mr. Cole, be careful with your language. I'm just telling the truth, I reply. You asked for the truth. Here it is. I return to the witness stand. I sit down. I look at the jury. They look at me, and in their eyes I see what I need. Confusion. They don't know what to make of me. They don't know if I'm a monster or a victim. And while they're wondering, I'll tell them a story that will change everything they thought they knew about me.